Introduction: The Alan Menace. In the bustling virtual aisles of TechTown, one employee's name sends shivers down our spines. Alan. The mere mention of his name causes keyboards to malfunction and mice to scurry away in fear. We, the dedicated employees of TechTown, have long suffered under the reign of Alan, and it is high time we document our grievances. So here it is, an essay detailing why we should all hate Alan, penned with a combination of trepidation and mischievous glee. But remember, this is all in good humour. Alan, if you're reading this, it's all just a bit of fun, sort of. Part 1. The Tech Terror. Let's start with the obvious. Alan's complete and utter disregard for tech protocol. How many times have we witnessed the catastrophic aftermath of his troubleshooting methods? The last time Alan tried to fix a printer, it somehow ended up in 3 different time zones, each piece more confused than the last. His infamous line, "Have you tried turning it off and on again?" is enough to send any of us into a fit of rage, especially when he's asking about a coffee machine. Honestly, Alan, it's a miracle TechTown hasn't been reduced to a pile of smoking circuit boards. Part 2. The Customer Catastrophe. If there's one thing Alan is worse at than tech support, it's customer service. Who could forget the time he tried to upsell a gaming laptop to a grandmother who just wanted to check her emails, or when he convinced a dad to buy a VR headset for his 6-year-old, only for the kid to spend hours lost in a virtual maze? Alan's interactions with customers are legendary for all the wrong reasons. He has a unique talent for turning a simple transaction into an epic tale of frustration and confusion. "Can I speak to the manager?" is a phrase we hear far too often, thanks to him. Part 3. The Break Room Bandit. Our break room used to be a sanctuary, a place where we could escape the chaos of the shop floor. But then came Alan. His break room habits are the stuff of nightmares. He's the guy who leaves half a sandwich in the fridge for weeks on end, only to claim it's still good. He's the reason there's always a mysterious puddle by the coffee machine. And don't even get me started on his infamous fish microwave incident. The smell still haunts my dreams. Alan's break room behaviour is a crime against humanity, or at least against our olfactory senses. Part 4. The Office Prankster. Now, we all enjoy a good laugh, but Alan takes office pranks to a whole new and often irritating level. Remember the time he replaced all the staplers with toy frogs, or when he filled the manager's office with balloons? Harmless fun, sure, but when you're trying to close a sale and suddenly find your desk covered in confetti, the humour wears thin. Alan's pranks are a constant reminder that he is the self-appointed jester of TechTown, and while we appreciate a good joke, we also appreciate being able to find our mouse without it being glued to the desk. Conclusion: why we need Alan back. So there you have it, the many reasons why we should all hate Alan. And this is a big but, do we really hate him? Not really. You see, behind every broken printer, every confused customer, every stinky breakroom incident, and every prank gone wrong, there's a heart of gold. Alan, for all his faults, brings something to TechTown that we can't replace, his spirit. Without Alan, our days are a bit duller. Sure, things run more smoothly, but where's the fun in that? Who will we laugh at when the self-checkout machine starts speaking in tongues? Who will keep us on our toes with surprise Nerf gun battles? And who will remind us that sometimes it's okay to take a step back and not take everything so seriously? Alan's departure has left a void in TechTown, one that can't be filled with competent customer service and pristine breakrooms alone. We miss his goofy grin, his terrible jokes, and his unflagging optimism. Alan made TechTown not just a workplace, but a community, and without him, it's just not the same. So, dear manager, I write this not just as an essay on why we should hate Alan, but as a heartfelt plea. Let's bring Alan back. Let's endure the broken printers and the fishy microwaves, because in the grand scheme of things, they're a small price to pay for the joy and laughter he brings to our lives. In conclusion, while it's easy to list all the reasons to hate Alan, it's even easier to see why we need him back. Alan, you magnificent mess, Come back to TechTown. We promise we'll keep the printer manuals handy and the fish out of the microwave. After all, what's a little chaos among friends?